Let us have some more examples. Another set of examples. How many ways? You can choose 3 students from a class of 7. If I didn't say each one is given different task, it will be 7C3 as usual. But here I said each one is given a different task. So that means the first one will do something, second one will do something, third one will do something, different things, different jobs. So that means the order of the selection is important. So it will be 7C3. Okay? Clear that? Why? So it's like selection followed by arranging. Example 2. How many different ways can a researcher select 5 rats from 20? 20 P5. Why P? Because each one will be given a different test, or will be assigned to a different test. So that's after the selection. After the selection, each one will be given a different test. But if they are all given the same test, then it will be C. Example 3. Eight P3. How many jobs we have? We have chief executive, we have director, and we have treasurer, right? So that's 3 jobs. So we're selecting 3 people for these 3 jobs, right? So it will be 8P3. See, I'm putting the hint why it's P in a bit different color. I'm using blue color. But in the exam, of course, there will be no blue color. Everything will be black. So you need to read the question carefully to find out if there is any evidence for using permutation or not.
In this question, the order is not important. Maybe they are choosing 3 people, but they will be different. They will be getting different tests, not in the order.
See, that means what? That means the first person selected will be the executive officer, and the second will be the director, and the third will be the treasurer. So that means that the order in which they are selected are important, because the first one will do something different from the second one, from the third one, right? So that's how we look at it. Or you can think of it another way. Suppose we select any 3, and the order is not important, but now there's another step or another stage which is thinking who to put in which job or which role. So that's another process called arrangement, right? Who is handling selection plus arrangement? It's a permutation. So that's why we have to select permutation. Okay? So any selection, just the selection, is combination. If you feel any sense of arrangement after the selection, any need for that, different job, different tasks, it means permutation. Okay, now the first 3 questions. Is it confusing or not yet? Okay, example 4. 7P3 because no, not because different tests, because the word order. Because the word order. That means then the order in which they were selected, or after being selected, they will be performed in different order. So that means, yeah, or in certain order. So it means it is also permutation. So if I don't say this, it will be C. Don't think the word different mean anything. Do you pay attention to this? Some people think the word different means anything. That's not true. We don't care because everything is different anyway. You are different from him, right? You are all different. So if I'm selecting 5 from you, the 5 will be also different. So all outcomes in any experiment are different. So the word different doesn't make anything, doesn't add anything, doesn't add any value. What adds a value is the order of the selection. Whoever is being selected, the outcome at the end, does the order of this thing is important or not? Okay? Because remember we said multiple things. Suppose this is the 3 selected now. The order of these 3 is important or not? This is the concern. So if the order is important, it's permutation. If it's not important, it's combination. But they are different anyway. For sure they are different. We're not talking about the difference. We're talking about the order in which they are selected. You guys understand? Because some people mix the words and they think the word different means different order, which is not true. Okay? Okay, so that is permutation. How many different ways can 7 different video game cartridges be arranged on the shelf? The word arrange means P, right? Because that's what the P doing. P is doing arrangement. It's about the order. When you arrange things, means putting them in different orders, right? You have to decide what will be you have to put them in order. You have to choose the order.
On a shelf, which is 7
Okay, on a shelf, one shelf means one. Are you selecting one video game or 7 video games? When you arrange all of the 7, it means you're selecting all of them, right? And then arrange them and then put them back, right? So in this case, you're not selecting one of them. You're selecting all of them. You're just putting back on the shelf, putting them on the floor. That's not the issue. The issue is about the arrangement of the video games, right? So the one is not really part of the game. What we are doing here is to arranging 7 video games. So it's like selecting all of them and arranging them. Who is doing this? The P. So the answer is 7 P 7. مين بيقول 1? I told you we're just selecting all of them to arrange them, right? We're selecting all of the videos. Are we selecting 2 of them and arranging the 2? Are we selecting 3 and arranging the 3? Or we are arranging all of the 7? All of the 7.
We're selecting all of the 7.
We're selecting all of the 7. So that's why 7 P 7. So that's actually also a common important example. So when you arrange anything, it's 7 P 7, 5 P 5, whatever, 6 P 6. The same number is used twice. Okay? Next question. How many ways you can have 5 speakers seated on a stage? You know what 5C1 means? It means you're selecting one person from 5. Are we selecting one person from 5? Or they are all going to sit on the stage? All. Right?
5C1?
Well, that's what he said. He said 5C1. 5C1 means selecting one from 5. Are we selecting one from 5? Is it only one person would be sitting on the stage, or all of them? All of them. So it's maybe 5C5 or 5P5. Now the question is that comes is the order important or not important? It is important, because how could be the seating different unless if you change the order in which they sit? That's the only way to make it different way of seating, right? Suppose I have those people here in the front desk, 5 people. How many ways they can sit differently? This guy can stand up, this come here, this sit here, change their positions, right? So that's the only way to make the seating look different, right? So it's arrangement based.
Seated in a row, right?
Yeah. The key here is the word seated. See, I didn't use the word order. I'm using different word every example. I can say standing, by the way. I can say stand. I can say sit or stand. If you have 5 people and you tell them, please arrange yourself and sit here. How many ways they can do that? 5P5. How many ways, if I give them the choice, to me it looks like it's random, right? But how many ways they can actually happen? 5P1. That's how many ways you can arrange 5 people. Sitting, standing, anything. Okay? So that's 5P5.
Why did the order matter?
Stand up. Those 3 people stand up, arrange yourself here. Yeah. You really? Because you're saying why the order matters, so I'm telling you, I'm trying to prove to you. Just giving you an example, yeah. No, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, he's causing some trouble for us. So just choose any kind of arrangement here. Sit next to each other. Very good. Yeah, now I take a picture. Okay, now I intend to give you my back. Change the arrangement. Change the way you stand. How do you change it? You make it a circle? No, you just change the order in which you. So maybe you come here, his come here. You understand?
But the order doesn't matter.
This is one. If I take a picture now and I take a picture after you change, does the picture look the same? That's it. Okay. See, we have a stage. We have a stage. We have seats, for people to sit on them, right? Like that. Suppose we have 3 guests. And then we have to decide who will be sitting here. So you come say, no, I like to sit in the middle. This guy said, no, I like to sit in this side because this air condition is very high. So is the order different? That's how many ways we can let the guest sit on the stage, because the only way to make it different is to change the order of seating, right? Have you seen guests before talking on a stage? That's how it happens actually. We put the seats next to each other and the people start having discussions like in forums and stuff like that. Okay? Here it will be 3P3, but in our example it's 5P5. We don't change the seats, we change the people positions, not the seats. The seats remain the same because all the seats are the same anyway.
But here order is not important.
It is, of course, important. The order of the people. What do you mean it's not important?
Seated in a row.
Yeah, this was a row. I just grabbed a row. What's wrong with you people? I have a row of seats here. Okay, that's a seat. It looks like pie, not seats. I have 5. This is the stage. It's already designed like that, okay? And then the light comes here, like that, and then some camera coming here. That's a stage. And you are one of the guests.
Okay.
And I have 4 more.
Okay.
How many ways I can choose the way you sit on the stage? How many ways? Is it one way?
No,
5 ways? Really? Are you sure? Actually, you yourself alone have 5 ways to sit. How about the others? You can sit here, or here, or here, or here, or here. In any one of these, there are 4 more people, right? Those 4 more people, they can sit so many different ways for each one of these ways, isn't it? For each one of your 5 ways, the other 4 can sit differently.
4 ways.
But differently, not one, right? So your answer is 5 ways is wrong. Yes? That's it. So my question now is, what makes this different? It is the order in which you guys sit on the stage, right? So it's arrangement issue. So it has to be P. So how do I use the P properly? It's like I'm selecting all of the 5 and arranging them so many different ways and putting them back on the stage. So selecting 5 from 5 and arranging, that means 5P5. Okay? Maybe the number is large, so that's why you're scared, you think it's not real. No, it is real. That's how it actually happened. Okay? It's been taking a long time. Example 7.
It's 6P2 and 5
Yeah, you have 2 positions, this one and this one, that's 2 positions. And you have 6 people, so it will be 6P2. And the other one will be 5P2, because you have 2 positions for 5. And 5 people are trying to compete for these 2 positions. And then how do I connect these 2 together? Multiply them, because I have this and this. When I have and, it means I should multiply. Okay?